Hi folks, Dan from DNN Custom Creations again. By the way, DNN Custom Creations stands for Dan and Neva. My wife's name is Neva, N-E-V-A. So if anybody wondered how that happened, that's what it is, Dan and Neva Custom Creations. Anyway, I wanted to update a little bit today, show you some things that we've been cutting out, show you a little bit of machining. And if I could ever get my wife to do some videos and show you some of the stained glass and some of the stuff she's been working on, I think it's pretty cool. I'll show you a little piece that's actually over in the kiln right now. But also we'll talk a little bit about once I've used a plasma cutter and we've had a couple days of some heavy cut, just some minor things that I do, probably because I'm anal. But I think that it probably helps to keep the machine from, getting all gummed up, etc. So I'll just walk you through that. This is going to be a real short video. Okay, so we'll turn around and take a look at some things. Okay, just cut these out today. These are panels. They're about, the ducts on the lower part are 2 feet wide and about 21 inches tall. And then the panel above that is 4 feet wide and the same height. And I'm doing this for a customer. I will, at the end of this, I'm going to throw you in just some still shots to show you what he's doing with them. But it's really pretty cool. All right, the other thing is I'm working on a project to create, or I had to make 50 of these items. They're some kind of a lifting bracket. And they're made out of, I think the bar across here is 3/8 of an inch. This is, the long part is 3/16 of an inch, and they've been welded. And then this rod goes through, it's got a roll pin through it. That's a 3/4 inch steel. And then it has everything's been powder coated in black. And then that goes through and the little linchpin then gets put in there. I'm waiting on some Delrin bushings that go on there before they're assembled, but I've got 50 made up, and we'll assemble those, box them up, and get them to the customer. Okay, my wife doesn't know I'm doing this, but she just made this fused glass piece. It's 8 inches wide, 8 inches tall. And from different pieces of glass, she puts them in the kiln, they all fuse together, and then she'll put them into a mold and do what you call slump, which causes that to turn it into a bowl. So I think it's pretty cool. So that's one of the things she's been working on here recently. I also might at the end throw you in some pictures of some stained glass windows she's done. Really cool, I think. Okay. All right, I want to talk a minute about some of the things that I do after I've been cutting for a little while. I've got a picture of an air filter here in my shop. This is a 40 by 60, so 2,400 square feet. And it's the peak of the ceiling is about, I think it's 18 feet high. So it's a pretty good volume. But after a bit of cutting on the plasma cutter, it creates, as you well know, if you're using one of these things, quite a bit of brown cloud material, which I guess is kind of vaporized steel that probably oxidizes very quickly upon vaporization and becomes a brown cloud. And that filter that you're seeing there in the background is a filter that's probably about a week old. Once I've been doing a number of plasma cutting, that's a week old, and that was a pure white filter a week ago. So in my shop, fortunately it does a pretty good job of recirculating the air, but what it does then is pulls all of that brown cloud material, vaporized whatever, into the filter. I don't have a clue on how bad it is for me to be in here breathing this thing, but hey, at my age, I'm not sure I really care. All right, I'm going to show you, I'm going to stop for a minute, put that out of the way, and I'm going to show you one of the things I do to the table. Okay, one of the things I do, and again, I'm not sure it makes any difference or not, but I take just a brush, a Harbor Freight brush. You get these in a case, I don't know, 25 of them for hardly anything. But I go through my slats, and the stuff that's on the surface there, I try and scoop off. I don't know, again, whether this makes any difference, but that's just one of the anal retention things that I do. And again, I don't know the benefit, but it makes me feel better, so I guess that's why I do it. So you probably noticed on my face the Band-Aid, I guess 67 years of living in Florida. I wound up with a little thing on my face that they cut off yesterday. They're going to do a biopsy and see what it is, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, I'm going to set you up for another shot and show you one other thing I do when I'm cleaning the table up after I've done a bunch of cutting. All right, then the kind of the last thing I do after I've done a bunch of cutting is I just take some WD-40 on a rag, and I like to go everywhere where the bearings run and wipe it down. And what that does, where the water has all splashed up, kind of builds up some crud. And I just, on all surfaces where those bearings run, just wipe that down. I also will just take a little bit and wipe down the lead screw. I know you can't see it back here, but I just, surface of the lead screw and wipe it down. And again, maybe I'm anal, I admit that, but I think it helps, because if you get some crap built up on those bearings and it starts running a little rough, and you might then not get an accurate cut, or jumps around a little bit, etc. And so it doesn't take long. Just do that on all the axes, and it makes me feel better. So that's really about it. I think we'll end this little video, and I will, again, I'm going to put some pictures here in the end. There won't probably be any audio with it. I'll just show you some pictures of the way those panels are being used, and I'm probably going to show you a picture of some of the stained glass windows my wife's doing. All right, thanks a lot, guys. D&N Custom Creations.